Bitcoin traders become increasingly bearish as the baby bears continue to diddle the moon boys into submission, with the DXY now hitting its highest levels of the past 5 years. Are we watching the beginning of one of the biggest squeezes of all time? But is this analyst's incredibly dumpy prediction actually most likely, as we see the DXY absolutely cream on the moon boys' hopes and dreams? And this crypto community has been right 83% of the last 6 estimations of Bitcoin's price. But what are they saying this time? I'm dripping with sweat and tears as Bitcoin now faces its most critical decision of the past decade. And what we're about to show you will literally make you cry. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications so you never miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. And as well, if you're interested in any fantastic deals, securing your crypto bonuses, getting altcoins trading, anything like that, even simulated practice trading, so you can do it all very safely, make sure to check out all the links below. And as well, I have one Twitter and one Instagram, and they are both below. And those are my only accounts. Without any further ado, let's dump in. Unbelievable, as right now the DXY is just creeping and exploding. And you can see, even in just the past week, the DXY is up over 2% in just the last week, which is mind-blowing. We have not seen the DXY go this straight up, as we said before, since back in 2014, going into 2015. It's been absolutely explosive. And as well, the SPX right now in potentially the position to be setting a double bottom. If we go to this weekly chart here, you can see kind of this range here, initially right around 4,100, and again, right here. But there is absolutely no guarantee that that's going to happen. And there's also no guarantee that the DXY is actually going to just top out here. But we're going to be talking about what that means if the DXY actually continues rallying here. And what that could mean for Bitcoin's price, because it absolutely means a lot. Before we get into that as well, Bitcoin price slides after tech stock sell-off. It's not just Bitcoin in the stock market that's not doing great here, but why cryptos may be ready to pop. So Bitcoin and other cryptos fell today after a big retreat yesterday in the stock market, but there are technical indicators that suggest a short-term reversal of declines for digital assets. So Tuesday was obviously horrible. S&P dropped about 3%. NASDAQ Composite dropped about 4%. It was NASDAQ's worst day since September of 2020. And Marcus Sotiro, an analyst asset broker at Global Block, stated here is saying, I think the crypto market could be reaching oversold levels in the short term, pointing to a number of technical indicators, including short sellers becoming more aggressive near these recent lows, and the funding rate for continuous contract futures also falling, signaling significant positions have been accumulated by short sellers. In addition, the open interest on derivatives exchanges has climbed, indicating higher liquidity in the futures market that can be supportive of big swings, aka potentially a short squeeze. These indicators add confluence for some upside in the short term, as it suggests we could be due for a short squeeze. It's when traders who have borrowed an asset and sold it, hope to buy back at a lower price, are then forced to repurchase to limit their losses as prices rise, further pushing the prices up, right? So that's basically what we could be setting up for. We have not seen a very big short squeeze in very, very long, as if we're being 100% realistic, Bitcoin has been straight dumping since the beginning of November of 2021. There was a 2-week rally that went up about 20% from 38 to 48. I mean, the bottoms were 33, but other than that, it was just sideways for months. So it's just been pretty much straight dumpage. The last time we saw, I mean, this actually was pretty big dumpage here for months back in the summer of 2021. But then we had a massive squeeze that initiated. I remember making videos, and I remember this. It was absolutely beautiful watching this finally happen. But we have not seen that at all this time. That has not happened at all this time. Nowhere to be found have we seen any type of squeeze just yet. And that is obviously what many traders and people in this market are just waiting for. It's been absolutely very long overdue, by months. We're not even talking about like a week or two, by months. Trader flags Bitcoin price levels to watch as Bitcoin still risks a $30,000 ultimate bottom here. Again, absolutely, if support does fail around 37, 38, it is possible we could see that drop down to about 30, which could be a macro double bottom for Bitcoin. Very big double bottom, right? The first bottom being back in the summer of last year. And if that would play out, pretty much the second bottom being around the summer of 2022. So almost 12 months between each bottom. But Arthur Hayes obviously has been very bearish as well, even calling for 10,000 or a $10,000 drop back to 30K. But his view in the midterm is more so very bullish, with gold hitting about 20,000 and Bitcoin hitting $1 million within the next 8 years. So obviously that's a lot further out, but that's a lot of market cap Bitcoin would need to hit $1 million, and kind of like a 10x for gold, I believe, to hit 20,000. So very big gains would be needed for that. And also, if the DXY is finding a top, it's most likely going to be above those highs and take liquidity there, at which point I think you'll want to be long on Bitcoin, says the author here. Predicting a serious run for Bitcoin should a DXY retracement come in tandem with Bitcoin USD reclaiming support. And that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit, as well as, my goodness, obviously this downward sloping level of resistance is not valid, as it's already broken above, or DXY is already broken above this previous high of the crash in March of 2020. So that's already pretty impressive there. But we're going to get into that in a second. And as well, this crypto community has an 83% accuracy over 6 predictions. Their newest prediction is for May 31st, 2022. So the CoinMarketCap crypto community considers that the asset of Bitcoin will surge over 20% from its current price today to about 46 or 47,000 over the next month. So obviously not even that... not that high, but the more important thing is that the accuracy of this is more so probably than any crypto channel or any Twitter account of the last 6 estimations is 83%, which has been able to historically predict Bitcoin price. 83% is well above pretty much anyone that I've ever seen. And again, this is a community. It's not a single person. It's just voting here. But and it's also not that high of a price either. It's less than $10,000 above where we currently are. However, if we would be at this price in a month from now, obviously that would be much more bullish than I think some of the most bearish people are, considering some people are expecting Bitcoin to come all the way down here, to fall from here down to here, and potentially even below that, which would be absolutely devastating. I don't necessarily think, I think 30,000 has to hold. Otherwise, I think at that point it would just be ridiculous. I think there are way too many people ready and long-term holders, institutions, billionaires scooping up Bitcoin at this level if we get it again for it to really fall much lower. I mean, for pizza's sake, the lower that Bitcoin would go, the more I would be trying to if it ever did get back to 20K or 10K, I would be doing everything that I could to get as much as I could at those prices. And I feel like 99% of the people watching this video would be doing the exact same thing. So maybe we have crypto brain disease, maybe we're dumb, but being dumb has helped me make a lot of money, and I'm going to keep being dumb. If buying Bitcoin when it drops makes me dumb, then I'm going to keep being dumb forever. I will absolutely always be buying, scooping the dumps. But with Bitcoin here, if we are potentially in some sort of ascending triangle, it looks as though we are on the verge of just completely not breaking out to the upside there. Obviously, we're trading below these ranges here. And this symmetrical triangle as well, potentially bear flag, potentially bull flag. This obviously looks more like a bear flag when it's charted like this. But, if this breaks down, then obviously lower targets could very well be reached. But so far, we have not broken down. These trend lines, for the most part, are still intact. There's the upper levels here. There was a little failed breakout here, which happens almost with every single triangle. We usually get failed breakouts at least once in triangles. If you go back and just make macro triangles, we get a lot of this, where it's pretty much within a pattern 95% of the time, like this, but then we have like a 5% little deviation where, it tried to break out or dump one of those times. And as well, obviously SPX, very critical if we're holding here. Tech stocks also are just getting bloodied and bashed. But honestly, most importantly is this. The DXY wasted no time exploding this week to try and tap on these highs, and this is just very critical. If the DXY breaches this level that we last were at the very beginning of 2017, which kickstarted the last bull run, if the DXY goes above that, then it will be the highest the DXY has been since 2003, as it was plummeting below those levels. Pretty much the highest it's been on going to the upside since 1999. So multiple decade highs if the DXY just moves just a few more percent, 1 or 2 more percent where it's above right now. So this is very critical. This is must watch right now. if you're investing, and it's not just Bitcoin, it's affecting everything. So if you're new channel, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, turn those ghost notifications to never miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. As well, if you guys are interested in bonuses, deals, make sure to check out all the great deals below. There's simulated trading here on Femix. All you have to do is register for a free account, put in your email. It takes like 2 seconds, and then you can do practice trading, right? Because if this market truly gets more dumpy, one of the best ways to try to attempt to make money is not by holding, more so trying to trade, although it is obviously incredibly risky. But let's be honest, anything with investments right now seems pretty risky. If you've been holding for the past 6 months, a lot of you are probably kind of probably upset with your performance because holding the last 6 months has not really gotten you any gains whatsoever. Thank you for the Magoo. That's it for me.